tell me where your breweries were based, how many breweries you have up and down the country?
So we only have the one brewery and distillery. So we brew beers and we distill spirits on the same site. So we're based in Suffolk in a place called Southwold that's right on the coast. So it's been our home since the day we opened, and we've kept everything in the town itself. So we are the heart of Southwold, really, of what we do.
Oh, lovely.
I think we are the largest employer in Southwold.
So what kind of spirits do you distill?
So we do vodka, gin and whiskey at the moment, are our main ones.
Wow.
We have done like an apple brandy, we have done a limoncello, but gin, whiskey and vodka are our main base.
Oh wow, I think I'd be your number one customer for limoncello.
All of our spirits are also distilled from our beers. So we produce what's called an unhopped beer in the brewery, and we take that across to the distillery to distill it into the spirits.
Oh wow.
So
that's really, really interesting. I didn't know that was even possible.
Yeah, so we produce everything from grain to glass within the brewery and distillery itself. We don't buy in anything. Some distilleries buy in what's called a Nutrigrain spirit, which they then distill and flavour. We don't, we produce our own.
What kind of tours do you host?
So at the moment we host a brewery tour, a distillery tour and a make your own gin experience.
Wow.
So they're the three main ones, but we do have in line, I'm working on a blend your own whiskey experience, a cocktail making experience, and a tutored beer tasting. So
wow.
3 new additionals coming in the pipeline, hopefully by the end of the year.
Oh gosh, that's really exciting. So I guess kind of loads of different kinds of people attend those experiences then.
Yeah, even for the same experience, we've got a vast amount of people, whether they come for stag do's, hen do's, birthday parties, weddings, celebrations, or just we walking groups, bikers.
Cool.
Wherever they do to pilgrim to Southwold, we get them in.
Yeah, wonderful. My gosh, I didn't realize that you had such a vast kind of array of different kind of experiences and days. So yeah, that sounds so fun. I think me and my dad would definitely be keen on the gin experiences.
Yeah,
We're connoisseurs
really
ourselves. And how have you implemented COVID restrictions in your tastings and your tours?
Mainly, we've had to reduce numbers that we take around on the tour for now. We've had to relocate a couple of our tasting bars into bigger spaces with more airflow at the moment, but they'll hopefully be returning back to normality, because we had one of our bars was like in a cellar, so obviously there was no airflow down there, so we've not been able to use that one.
Of course, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, so
well, it's going to be super exciting to get everything back up and running as normal then.
There's major cleaning routines, obviously cleaning between every tour, all the tables, all the chairs.
Yeah.
All the paperwork we use is laminated so we can wipe it down, sanitize it all before the next group come in.
Yeah, absolutely. I can imagine you get, obviously, hopefully the restrictions will be lifted by the end of the year, but I imagine you get a ton of kind of work Christmas parties and everything.
Yeah.
I might tip that idea to our CEO. I know he'll be listening to this.
We do grain to glass, so we produce everything from start to finish. We do everything sustainably and locally as much as we can. So right. I think it's 90% of our grain is grown within Suffolk and Norfolk. So it's all locally produced. All of our main suppliers, all of our contractors are local people rather than national contracts.
Oh, that's great.
So if we can source it in the UK, we do. Obviously, with certain botanicals for gins and things, you just can't get them in the UK because they don't grow over here, unfortunately. But where we can, we get them from as close as we can.
That's wonderful.
We use 100% green electricity for our brewery now. So everything's renewable.
Wow.
We are the most economical brewery and distillery there is at the moment, which is really good.
That is so impressive. Wow, that's such a wonderful kind of ethos to live and work by as well. It's really impressive.
Don't quote me on, I think it's on average, normally you use about 5 pints of water to produce a pint of beer, but we only use 3. So it's really good because we've got a closed loop system, so nothing's wasted. When we're heating stuff up and we produce steam, That's used to heat something else up and cool down, and it just keeps going round in a loop.
Wow, that's great. So you've got a super small carbon footprint then, it seems, compared to other breweries. That's really wonderful.
We send 0 to landfill now as well, so everything we can possibly recycle is.
That's great.
And that's across our breweries, our shops, and our pubs, restaurants, and hotels.
Yeah, wow. Oh, that's impressive. Oh, that's so wonderful to hear. I didn't realize that you could really, I didn't realize that was even possible in a brewery. I know there's, a lot of them have so much waste, so it's so wonderful to hear that
it's not the most economical of processes.
Yeah.
But we've worked with the producers of the kit really hard to produce the best we can and use the least amount of electricity, water and wastage that was possible.
Gosh. Oh, that is wonderful. Oh, that's lovely. That's so lovely to hear. That's great.
Over the last couple of months, I've been using it an awful lot and learning very rapidly how to use it and what it can do.
Good. Have you been getting on okay with it?
Yes. I mean, I'm quite IT technology. I think if you don't understand IT, sometimes systems like this can be quite hard to follow. Mm-hmm. But when you understand the process that things follow,
great,
it's easier. Only once, luckily enough, so far.
That's good, lovely.
And to be fair, that was only to set me up to be able to log queries, so it wasn't even a problem.
Good. Oh, wonderful. Well, I mean, if you ever need anything in the future, then you have my details now and you know where I am. If it's anything techie, I can obviously push it across to anyone necessary that's going to be able to help you. But yeah, that was all of my questions I had for today, and I'll leave you back to that glorious sunshine.
I'm going to climb on some ropes and swing on some stuff now and be a big child.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'm jealous. Well, thank you so much for your time, James. It's really, really appreciated. And you. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.